is that I don't think Puffy is that stupid. Now, the other allegations is already almost over with. NYPD said that they don't have a case on him, so that's coming from that. But I don't see Puffy actually giving nobody no $1 million to kill Tupac. He just don't seem to me to be that stupid. Now you could say, well, Nut, I don't know. I don't know, Dr. Crip, whoop, 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 this and that. Well, I'm an outsider looking in. It's just that at least I got to come up to the house to look through the window. A lot of people looking from the street, or whatever. I got to come up to the house to look inside from the house. Now I'm outside. I ain't in the house. I'm just looking, through the window. But I could touch the window and all that because I seen that guy August 16th, 1997, and then the next couple of weeks he was dead. So God put me in the spirit of that dude, and I got to talk to that man for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And eight ball, eight ball money, 48 ball money, uh, 14, 1442. Um, he asked a question about Tupac and the Keefy D and the Puffy and all that type of stuff. So I'm basically, it's a long trivial, it's so when you look at all the parts, I'm pretty sure you did your research and you look at all the parts, you can say, oh, Puffy this. Now he probably wanted Tupac dead in his heart for having his, having Biggie, you know, doing something with Biggie, but did he actually have something to do with it? Did he give, you know, this guy and Puffy, it doesn't add up to me. It doesn't seem like a guy that was said, I was selling 300 birds a month. Yeah, he came to court with a public defender though. So it's kind of, it's kind of, you got out saying that, you was in the car and you was already doing this for 10 years now. He didn't start doing this yesterday. He's been doing this for a long, long, long time. It seems that somebody that was making 300 birds a month, that's a lot of, that's a, that's a lot of birds, man. It seems like I don't have to say nothing about Tupac and I was in the car or none of that. That's just to me. It just don't add up. It just don't add up to me that I need to say that. Let me keep selling 300 birds a month and, going about my business. And, but, this guy, he tell all these stories, you don't know what to believe. The other three people in the car are dead now. So we'll never know. But I heard rumors then 10, 12 years ago that some of those dudes was mad at Keefy D for doing what he was doing. But it could just be a rumor, just what I heard. But I am a Crip. I know all kind of Crips, everything. So it's coming down my line. So I'm just telling you what came down my line. Now I ain't no buster. I don't deal with busters like that. I got a pretty solid line through Compton. So it's pretty much what I heard. So, um, but I don't see this guy in business with Puffy. I really don't see this guy in business with Puffy like that. And Puffy is giving you $1 million to go take out Tupac. Just it doesn't just make sense to me like that. It's some more details. Now, far as what happened to Tupac, I believe that he got knocked down by the South Sides. Whoever was in that car, they knocked him down. Point blank, period. So you jump on me, I don't care who you is, we got a problem. and that boy was coming for his head. Now, the thing about Orlando Anderson is that he is a very interesting person. A lot of people don't know about his demise of the day that he met his maker. Get your life in order. That's what I tell you. What's going to be your legacy if you die? You never know. In the sickness right now, start managing your sickness a little bit better because he didn't manage his sickness so good. Rumor control. Some of the last words that is said that he was supposed to have said while he laying in the gurney on his deathbed is that I should have let it go. I should have let it go, meaning that he had a beef with one of the guys that came in that pulled up to that car wash over some drugs or something like that, and he owed him money. So it's hard when you're in your sickness to, you know, because maybe those dudes, because I heard it wasn't no talking. It's just action, like with the face and the eyes. See, when you're in those type of situation where ain't no talking, those some of the most deadly ones. Those gonna be some of the most wicked shootouts, some of the most craziest fights and all that, because it ain't no talking. You trying to get me, and I'm trying to get you. So I heard that it was something like that. But did you know that Penny Marshall was trying to do his movie? Yeah, see, y'all don't know about stuff like that. See, y'all just now finding out about IMDb. Well, I've been an IMDb client for over 12, 13 years when they first started. I just didn't sign up yesterday. You feel me? I've been on IMDb. Yes, IMDb Pro. See, I pay for the subscription, man. Yeah, that type of stuff. It's free game now, so I could tell you, yeah, that's why I'm so clever. IMDb is part of it. See, 15 years ago when it came out, 20 years ago, whenever IMDb came out, I was a part of it then. Signed up for Pro way back then. So yeah, it changed a little bit, but the information is still there. You just got to know how to use it. So, um, like I said, I really is everything, is Penny Marshall was trying to do the movie though. She was trying to do the movie. That's a fact. That was on her IMDb page when you go and you check out what they got in pre-production and all that type of stuff. She had that in pre-production. The the Orlando Anderson story. Yes, she had it up on her page. But guess who called up there to her office and said, "What's happening with the Orlando story?" Got on her head like, "What, what you doing?" And guess what happened the next week? The next day, she took it down. Yeah. So when his story get told, oh man, it's gonna have to be told right. You know, you need his baby mama. You need his. Obviously, you still need Keefy D because that's his uncle. You need some of them homies. His story is gonna be bigger than Tupac's because who can be bigger than Tupac? Obviously, the person that killed him. I want to see the movie. I want to see it right now. But uh, you got to understand this guy's role in all this. He was in court when he allegedly had this shootout. He was already up. Now I know this for a fact. Common sense tells me this. The day Suge Knight got sentenced to 9 years, he testified on the stand that day that Suge was trying to help him. Did you hear what I said? He testified that Suge Knight was trying to help him. And the DA was very upset with Mr. Anderson. They said, what are you talking about? Because he had to change it. He had a total change of whatever he said or whatever was going on from the night he got picked up after the incident happened to that day and that violation almost a year later or so after Tupac got killed, when Orlando Anderson was on that stand, he said Suge Knight was trying to help me. And the DA said, "Are you serious? Do you see this size 22 shoe coming down on your head?" He said, "Yeah." He was telling me to stay down. Everything is okay. Just stay down. I'm protecting you. And he was trying to help me up. He was trying to cover up. He was trying to stop the blows. The DA was so furious at Orlando. They kicked, "Look, you get up out of here." Why would he get up on his stand and say all that? Is that from the loyalty of, "I'm from Southside, you from Mob, I'm going to handle mines on the street, I'm going to knock you down"? Or is that behind, "Pay me and I go in here and say that"? If I'm from Southside and you from Mob, we worst enemies. How much money do you got to give me to keep my mouth quiet? And you a billionaire. I don't know. You can give me a couple of million, man, and we might call it even. Because they say the boy was up. This is what allegedly they said the boy was up riding around here in the ghosts and all the phantoms and whatever. They said he was old. So something had happened. And then he met his demise at that car wash shortly after that. A very short-lived life. I don't think he got to enjoy the money that Suge gave him very much. I hope that his family, his kids, and his baby mama, wife, or whoever, I hope they got it. But yeah, that's a very interesting story. You know, the Orlando Anderson story, the story of Baby Lane. That is something that needs to be told. I write scripts. I might write that. I might do a little research and see what I can dig up. If anybody out there want to help me, just let me know. Yeah, but eight ball, eight ball, eight ball money was like, he asked me about Tupac, and how was he that day? And I always leave the Harlems out. If the Harlems was there, you know, Denver Lanes, Shotguns, 9 Swans, um, East Coasts. Uh, that's who all was there. They had to let us in the room. See, people don't understand. That's the day that Suge was going to give us. That man Suge is good. That's a good dude too. I know. But I'm saying, when you got a goon like that, somebody like that, and you come to a disagreement or whatever, and you prove your point, he lets it all go. Okay, it's all good. Here go the money. You know, that's what he was gonna do to Unity One, and that's why I respect Suge to this day, because I know he was gonna be a man of his word, because he told us after this September 27th, whoop de whoop, meet me at my house. Bring your unit, no cameras. And we was gonna go up there about 50 deep. So I mean, if he had 100 people up there, then we just gonna be locking. But he like, I'm gonna just break y'all off, and I want y'all to keep Death Row name in your mouth. That's all I want from you. Just keep Death Row name in your mouth. That means that I'm about to pay you, man. You know? And then unfortunately all that stuff happened. So, um, Suge is a good dude. When that room split like the Red Sea, when Bo finally got courage, because Suge was, man, he was really dissing Bo. I don't want to hear it, none of that, And then he messed up a couple of times because he was like, the East Side, this and that. And the Swan stepped up. Fats. No, hold on, blood. We here. Like, we ain't rolling like that. And he was like, what? you know, okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Don't worry about it. I got y'all. You know, it's these rickets right now that I'm talking to because I'm standing right there and he looking at me. Yeah, that was me, Shug. You feel me? Chucks, khakis, t-shirt, LA hat. He looking like, okay, you a real flea. I see. Yeah, I still. It's all good though. Don't worry about it. But once Bo got the courage, he messed up and he said, "I didn't see y'all helping Snoop with his murder case." And Bo said, "What? Man, where's Snoop at?" And this room was only made for 120 people, and it's 200 people in here. So we in here bump elbow to elbow. Big Shithead from Shotgun was like, "Here we go right here. Here we go right here, cuz." And Snoop was sitting in the blue velvet chair, and with that suit on, that black suit, blue suit, whatever he had on, and Suge looked directly at him and said, "This dude was helping you?" And Snoop said, "Man, he been there since day one." And Suge was embarrassed. You could see it in his face. The fight is over with. It was nothing else that he could do. He said okay. He was like, okay. And he ended the meeting just like that. Man, this meeting is over with. Boom, Bo got up. Boom. We kind of coerced into a little circle right there. And he told Bo, he said, "Man, get y'all people together, man. Y'all meet me at my house." He said, "Man, oh no." He said, "Man, look, September 27th, we got to do this and that." He said, "We have a show for something." He said, "But after that, I want y'all to meet me at my house." He said, bring everybody. Ain't gonna be no cameras there, man. I don't want no cameras there." And he said, "After that, I just want you to keep Death Row name in your mouth." Even looked at me and smiled on the way out. Yes, me, Suge. Even looked at me and smiled on the way out, like, "All right, what's up?" You feel me? So, you know, and Tupac, man, it was just amazing to talk to him that whole day. He told my boy from Harlem, because my guy from Harlem, he had threatened one of the guys in the meeting. He said, "Man, Tupac told everybody, don't take no more pictures." He said, "Everybody, don't take no more pictures." He made an announcement in the whole room where everybody can hear. Ain't no music in here. Everybody quiet. And it's like 200 people in here. You feel me? And he said, "Hey, man, don't nobody take no pictures." And then this assembly guy, I want to say his name was Clifford or something like that. He snapped a picture. And the homie from Harlem was like, "Hey, man, didn't the man say, if don't take no more pictures? What if I throw you out the window?" And then Tupac looked at him and said, "When you throw him out the window, what the newspaper gonna say tomorrow? It's gonna say you didn't throw him out the window. It's gonna say Tupac threw somebody out the window." And he was just sitting there looking. He was like, "So don't do no dumb shit like that." I was like, "Oh," and he started talking. You could tell the wisdom just start coming out of him right then and there. He was like, "Man, listen." He said, "Man, y'all won't," because see, Tupac is not no dummy. He understood our fight. Y'all in here, Bloods and Crips together. He knew that. He seen that. We told him that. He focused in on that. See, Tupac is an adapter. He's an adapter. But he never understood. That's why he did what he did that night that ended in his execution. But he is an adapter. So when he adapted to that environment and he understood that, because this didn't take no understanding. We Unity One, we in here together, Bloods and Crips. We was part of helping Snoop beat his case. Once he heard all that, he started focusing. He was like, "Man, listen, if y'all want to do something," he said, "Man, y'all could do security for Death Row." He said, "Man, we pay the police $50,000 a show to do security for us." He said, "Man, y'all could do that." And all that was supposed to be talked about at the meeting with Suge, I believe, after September the 27th, when they had a concert or something like that in Vegas. I'm not sure. But that man was brilliant then. And I wish I would have kept everything I got from him. He gave me his card. I didn't see him give he gave a few people the card, but I didn't see him give him a lot. But he gave us that he had that card. It was a business card, and it didn't have nothing but Death Row on it. It had his stuff on it. Whatever the name of his company was, or whatever he was trying to do, that was the name that was on that card. Wish I would have kept that card. Wish I would have kept that card, man. I'm pretty sure it's valuable right now. Um, but he told us the meaning. He told me and whoever was standing by me the meaning of. I want to say the homie from East Coast was standing there. He told us the meaning because we commented on the suit like, damn man, man, you got all white shoes and everything. He said, yeah, man. He said, listen. He said, when y'all talk, he said, whenever you talk and you go somewhere that's you're not sure or whatever, and you hosting an event and you doing something, he said, man, you wear all white because that let the people know that you come in peace. Now look at all the footage and stuff that you gonna see me wearing all white at a lot of functions. I took that game from him, and I used it. And he told us about a lot of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? He basically told us, man, listen, we have positions for y'all. Y'all have to be ready because we're moving and we don't have time to be trying to go over, y'all just need to be on deck and be ready. And we were supposed to have these meetings after the fight and all that other stuff. That's after September the 27th, at Suge House. It was going to be that meeting, but unfortunately, we never made it to that meeting. He was assassinated before then. Such a tragedy, but yeah, that was a good question about Tupac and all those guys. Um, when you in your sickness, man, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. That guy, both those guys died in their sickness, man, and it's just another reason not to participate or have the attraction of gangs. Gangs didn't do neither one of those dudes no good. And guess what? Those guys had money when they died. Both Orlando Anderson and Tupac Shakur. Those guys had money when they died, and they both died in their sickness. And guess what? Now Tupac would live on here and there, people doing stuff. Even my camp got something about Tupac. You sure it's gonna come? Yeah, we. So you say no? We already did it. We already seen everything about Tupac. No, you haven't. We did. We did it. You'll see it again. But Orlando Anderson, who's gonna carry his name on? How is he gonna be remembered? Just a killer of Tupac Shakur, which is probably unfair, but that man put hands on that man, stumped him, kicked him in the face, so he overreacted. That's what gangs do. We overreact and we handle our business. They didn't shoot up a crowd or whatever. They went after that dude, him and Suge. Yeah, Suge is part of it too. You touch me too. You know what I'm saying? So people try to make so much of these things, and the only thing I do is say, man, just do your research, look for missing clues, understand what's going on. Like Gobi said, I know Gobi, I dealt with Gobi before. I had a meeting with Gobi with Tom Sizemore. I was trying to put Tom Sizemore in the movie he was doing. Like Gobi said, that dude definitely wanted to leave Death Row. He had signs of it then because the way he was talking about his future, it wasn't like Death Row was a part of that. what he was saying then. You know, it wasn't like that he was going to be there forever. You know, he was basically like he in preparation to move on. You know what I'm saying? And um, he explaining this to people in the crowd as we, you know, in this room. If you was in that room that day, you definitely know and understand what I'm talking about. He was, you know, his mind was focused on something else. You know, uh, as a matter of fact, he was saying about when he the kind of music that he would be releasing, you know, in the future. You know, jazz. He was talking about Death Row ain't finna put all that stuff out. You know, you know the you know he was on a different vibe. You know, so Tupac was a worldly type of dude. So yeah, I believe that during that day, August the 16th, you know, he had a mindset that was focused on handling his business on death row and moving on. You know, it wasn't like he was going to be there forever. That was not his thinking, not that day. I can honestly say that. So, but it's sad that he died in his sickness, GAMD. Tupac Shakur had it. GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder, because he didn't understand. He adapted to the concept of the Crips and the Bloods, but he didn't understand the thinking and the personality and the persona of how we think and how we move. Unless he wouldn't have did that night, he would have handled that situation totally different. Unless some other guys handled that situation. But yeah, man, this is Dr. Crip, man. So when you remember GAMD, man, it's a real thing. And when I get this thing certified, you'll see. You know, just be ready to go get your T-shirt, man. GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder.